Oh. There we go. Okay, let's see what we got on the screen here. Nothing yet. Let's try that again. Do you normally use HDMI at home? HDMI? Yeah, all right. Let's see here.
I use the display port.
Got it. No, that's why I was asking. All right. No display. Oh, there we are. Now we have an answer. All right, so now we have display. Oh no, that's just the answer display, the Acer logo. Let's see here. Yeah, so far no display. Oh, yeah. HDMI on. That's interesting. Let's make sure that's. Oh, there we are. Okay.
0304.
0. Let's see here. 0304.
Huh?
All right. Oh, wrong keyboard here. 0304. All right. Now let's see what's happening. All right. So, you think this thing's running a bit hot?
Mm-hmm. Only when I'm playing games.
All right. Does it's okay? Well, let's see where your Armor Crate software. Where is it running here?
Oh, it's not running on background. Actually, you have to turn it on.
Let's see
Can you
here.
click the magnifying glass? Yeah.
Armor
I should
Crate.
show you.
Give it a second.
There it is.
Okay. What I'd like to do is install Specky just as a second comparable tester. Let's see. Okay, so we're not going to get what you consider to be hot numbers unless you start a game, huh?
Yeah.
Got it. I can't read anything because it's...
Yeah, I don't know why it's in Korean.
Really? So you didn't do that on purpose?
No, I didn't. It just installed this way.
Oh, well, it's on Korean, so let's there we are, hold on. Now it's in English, but I think I have to restart the computer for that to take. That's interesting. You don't ever use the Korean keyboard?
No.
All
Well,
right.
sometimes.
All right, well, it looks like
Yeah.
it booted in Korean. So let's restart it so I can get everything in English so we don't have that barrier. So yeah, we're live right now. And everyone gets to chime in about their questions.
I'll just keep you quiet.
It's all right. But I mean, in the chat, if someone sees me, they can say hi. You don't have to know anything. Yeah. Okay. Okay, what'd you say the number was?
0304.
0304. It's still... That's weird. It defaults to Korean. That's really weird. Okay. Well... Okay, now... Oh, no, it's still in Korean. Oh, well. Alright, we'll have to figure... We'll stammer through this. Let's see what's
the
up.
second tab is the temperature.
Where?
At the bottom.
This
There,
one here?
Yeah, that's the temperature.
Okay, CPU. Okay, yeah, at idle, 32 degrees to 40 degrees is relatively normal. GPU. Can I install Specky on here just as an alternative also because I can't read anything that's going on?
Do what you want.
Alright, it's just a free utility. Let's do a Specky. Alright. Unfortunately, I might have to have you start a game because at idle, it doesn't.
Yeah, you could just start any game on the window.
Yeah.
And then just run it.
Alright, let's see here. What kind of game is it?
Spider-Man.
Got it. Alright. Okay, so let's see here. 32 gigs of RAM. 32 degrees. Motherboard 32 degrees. Storage SSD is only 30 degrees. So yeah, I guess at idle it's not doing anything abnormal.
Yeah, normal is fine. It's like
Yeah.
really
Okay.
chill.
So do you have a shortcut for Spider-Man?
Yeah,
so
that's the one.
Are we going to be able to see what's going on? Can we play in a window so we can... Let's see here.
Can click start.
Yeah. Let me see here what other updates might be available also. Okay, just play.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have a second monitor?
I don't.
How are you able to see the temperatures while the screen is full? Can we play in a window?
Yeah, you can play it on a window mode.
Yeah, all right.
I just usually just using the Alt tab and just.
Oh, you're going that way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you're just doing that. Okay, so are we going to actually have to work it out to get it to do anything?
You can just press continue and it'll start the game and you'll see like.
All right. So technically speaking, we can. Got it. Okay. So, just if we just stand here,
Yeah,
it might.
just stay there and it'll
Okay.
build up.
Hello, this is Chris. Hello, this is Chris. Yes. Yes. Well, each time you install a game, it'll ask you which drive to put it on. I'm sorry, say that again? Go ahead. Say that again.
I tried that here, I'll do it right now. Library, install a random game. Oh guys, okay. And then it says folder, and then it was path.
Right. Yeah, that's the path.
Do I-
So you direct it to the other drive.
So do I just put the letter in?
Yeah, well you do
Letter of the drive?
you do C colon whatever the letter is, in which case it's usually D.
C colon and then the letter of the drive?
No, the default letter is C. If you're trying to install your game on a secondary drive, you have to change it. Is there a browse button?
Every time I do.
Well, yeah, there's going to be a browse button right there, right?
Yeah, so my drive is E.
Yeah, okay. So
I
you
have
go.
local disk B, and then a new volume E.
Yeah, okay. So the new volume E is where you're going to install it.
So I do E colon.
If you just do browse, you should be able to have the E show up and then click on it. But yes, it is precise. If you mistype it, I think it's \E colon. No, yeah. What is it? When do you go to a drive here?
I browse it, and where would I go when I go browse? When I
You just click on the drive that you want. So yeah, by default, if you go to the drive, you're going to type the drive, which is back. Let's see here. I'm looking for a good example.
I think it's E colon.
Yeah, but it's got to be typed exactly.
Okay, yeah, I got it.
Yeah,
Alright.
there. So just
Yeah,
install your game that way.
Alright, thank you so much.
No problem. Have a good day.
You too.
All right. Okay. So you're telling me these numbers should increase, huh?
It's not.
Yeah, not really. I mean, do you run in a fairly warm room?
I
Okay,
have,
so
like,
yeah, all right.
window open. And
Right. What I notice is that you do have water cooling, so that by itself is already a more efficient way to stay cooling. It looks like it's installed properly, meaning it's up above, so you don't have to worry about bubbles being pushed away and then making it less efficient. Yeah, I'm not experiencing a temperature increase with the game running. I mean, ultimately, technically speaking, it might get a little warmer as we work it out, but I mean, you got a bunch of higher end hardware, including a full-size water cooling setup. Yeah, I don't know what you might have going on at home, but these numbers aren't really increasing. So,
I have to actually is only for like more than an hour.
okay, well, we can let this sit for a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, if you want to spend a few minutes playing on it, you're going to tell me it takes maybe at least a half hour for it to show its thing, to show its ways.
Well, maybe you can play another game, like more high-end game.
Okay, well, I can tell you right now that any game that does this 3D rendering,
It is.
any thing that does a lot of graphics, is going to work out a CPU or a GPU. So I'm just wondering if at idle, basically, if you're literally just standing around, is it going to increase the temperature? That's not what seems to be the case right now. Let's see here. So we go to Specky, the numbers, motherboard, basically without even knowing what numbers are what, these numbers are all in the yellow, which tells me that's like a normal temperature. They will literally turn red when they go up into their numbers that are not healthy.
So like at home, usually I play game for a few hours and then
Right.
I look at the temperature.
Right.
It goes up to like 78, 79.
Right. For short periods of time, that's fine. It's almost like redlining on a car. You know what I mean? That's abusing your car if you do that all the time. But
Not
on
all
rare
the time,
yeah. But it's sort of. But my explanation or my point is that if it spikes just a little bit on occasion, that's okay. But if those numbers stay at exorbitant numbers, that's when damage to hardware can happen. So, yeah, so far, this game is not really. I mean, I don't think it's being taxed that much right now. Do I just use the numbers to play around on here? I don't have this keyboard mapped. I don't know what
Yeah,
you're.
you can use a WASD for move around.
Oh yeah, those ASDW. Yeah, got it. Is there a way to get some action on the screen without actually getting
go to
killed?
The yellow dot.
The what?
The yellow dot on the map.
Oh right,
on the
yeah. So
screen,
you use the mouse to use the yellow. Yeah.
You can hold the shift so you can run faster.
Yeah. All right. Well, I have cerebral palsy. I only get. I don't. My right hand's not capable of lot.
There you go.
Yeah. Let's see here. Do you want to play on it for a minute? Sure. So here's your active keyboard.
Yeah, so just
I can move you the
press
mouse if you want. All right.
Just
The
run
mouse
around.
is to the left of the monitor.
Right there?
Just-
Okay.
Yeah.
Do that. Go out.
What happened?
Oh yeah, this is perfect. I mean,
Oh wait, it's hot. Oh, you're talking about just right here. So yeah, is it up
it's hot
against?
here and here.
All right. Well,
That's
is
when
it
I
up
know.
against any like a
No,
refrigerator or anything?
No, it's just a whole
I know
empty space.
airflow is important, so I like this case. It is
Yeah.
important to not be up close to other furniture,
Uh-huh.
like maybe a couch or anything that might be non-vented. See, obviously I have the air conditioning in here. That's going to help
Maybe
slightly.
that helps too because I don't
Yeah.
have AC in my home.
Right. We're just going to have to let this sit for a minute because I'm not seeing any issues. No error messages, no glitches. It looks like you got a nice frame rate there.
Yeah, I'm running it on 3080.
Yeah.
So just do this for a couple minutes.
Yeah. So we'll check the temperatures in about a minute or two and see what's up because I'm not seeing any conflicts at the moment.
Yeah, 'cause I was thinking, because this setup doesn't have an exhaust, like outtake, right?
Oh, right, yeah.
So that's
You
why,
brought yourself a lot of fans. I don't think that's going to help a whole lot.
Uh-huh.
And you do have these fans all along here. Are these all blowing out this way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's blowing in.
blowing.
All 60 is blowing in, so
Okay.
there's no outtake.
Well, then you probably could put at least one fan in the
Yeah,
back.
that's why.
Okay.
Maybe in the back or
Right.
3 at the bottom exhaust.
Yeah. Well, it's also. Are these blowing? Are these sucking in too?
It's sucking into.
Yeah. Okay. So you got
All of them are sucking into.
Okay. Well, that's part
But
of
there's
it.
no
Okay.
exhaust, you know.
Okay. So yeah, you do it. Okay. So I can feel I can feel it coming out the back. So yeah, doing one fan in the back. There's
So
no.
about 3 extra fans, so you can put it in the bottom for the
Okay.
exhaust.
Okay. What I'm thinking of is if you make them, because if you're going to put the fans on the bottom, you probably want them to be pushing in at the bottom. And
Or
then,
put the air off.
well, because
here.
heat expands. So yeah, you may as well take advantage of the fact that you got vents on the top, and then, like right now, it's just become a pressurized box because you got all these fans blowing in. And one hole in the back, which doesn't have any. There's no active assistant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
that's what I assume.
how many fans did we bring
I
up?
got brand new CPU cooler and
Yeah.
9 new fans, so it's all yours.
Oh, a CPU cooler. You want to replace this because this is already what I would consider adequate.
That's not a good one, though.
You don't think that's a good one?
I don't think that's a good one.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm going by my
You
recommendation.
don't have to. I can return it.
That's my recommendation because you don't want to be swapping out parts just to do it.
I just bought it just in case.
Right. No, I think just adding a couple fans might be adequate. I don't think swapping out I mean, it's already a 3-fan unit. Swapping that out, unless you're doing it for feature upgrades, I wouldn't necessarily recommend it. And a lot of the more prominent YouTubers, they'll tell you this hardware is generally reliable for up to about 3 years. I don't do a whole lot of volume, but I seem to agree that air cooling theoretically is a little more reliable, but not as efficient.
I see.
So I just don't think swapping out hardware just for the sake of it is worth me charging you for the effort and then you not getting any added benefit. I think these fans, that would be the one thing that's probably worth any effort. Otherwise, you're just spinning wheels and not getting any added performance. So we can actually put 3 fans on the base. Got it. So we got 3 fans here, and you got room for 3 fans on the bottom.
Yes, correct.
Okay, so we could do that, and then we have room for 1 more fan in the back, and I think that's about all you got room for. So 3 on the bottom, and then that one in the back.
Can you replace these to these? Because I want,
you want
all
the colors?
same fans. Yeah.
Yeah, so you want the colors. Got it. So we're going to put the Master Fan MF120 Halos in place of whatever is installed here. Got it. No problem. Okay. So it sounds like you're asking me for about an hour of labor. That's $100.
And also,
Yeah.
this remote is the LED control.
Got
it's
it.
built into the case.
Got it. So I'm not
Maybe
real.
if you-
Okay. Well, what do you
just
need?
change the color of the fan. So when you install this fan,
Yeah.
I want
And
you,
you want
to
the,
use this.
Got it. All right. Well, I'm not
feature.
going to remove anything other than the fans.
Just
So
swap it.
theoretically, I shouldn't have to touch this, right?
Mhm.
Okay. Got it. Okay. So actually, 1 hour is 120. I'm sorry. I'm $60 half hour, and it sounds like you're asking me for about between a half hour and an hour of effort. So why don't we do this? Did you want to go run an errand and come back in a couple hours?
Sure.
Otherwise, it's just you going to be watching me. So
I can sit.
okay, yeah, you can. All right. Let's see here. Okay, we're gonna turn it off, or let's see how our performance is. Let's see here. Yeah, numbers aren't really moving much at all. And I don't know how temperature is at your other place, but that probably has a bit to do with it. Because it's like a nice 70-degree room. If it's 80 in your room, that'll make all these numbers a little higher also. So
Well, yeah, maybe I should just go check the room temperature then.
that could be possible. I mean, as long as those numbers are, like I said, in the yellow, that's really, yeah. So I can tell you, if we're doing this upgrade, this fan swap, it's going to be for the feature upgrade of the lights. It's probably not going to do anything for the numbers.
Yeah, just
All right. Okay, I just want to make sure everyone doesn't freak out because the numbers either stay the same or don't change much at all. So, at this point, quit, continue. Oh, I didn't mean to quit and then continue. I went to exit, escape. How do I get out of here?
Oh, go back.
How do I escape out of this game? Are you sure you want to quit? Hit cancel? Yes.
You press cancel.
Oh, well, escape. We'll continue. Oh, okay, there we are. Okay. Shut down. All right. Can we open that and see if any screws came with those fans?
Yes.
No, we're
Yes.
not going to do the cooling swap. I'm just curious about the screw options.
I got a knife.
What?
A knife?
Oh, sure. I'm trying to. Yeah, there you go. That'll work. All right, so oh man, that's heavy. All right. How does this glass come off? I don't know this case. Oh, this top has to come off first?
Top
Got
first
it.
and then the side.
Let's put these on the other side of the room. Put that by the door. Got it. Ah, and then this goes like that. Got it. Let's put that over there so it's out of the way. Alright, so the other thing we'll do is you get some 2.5-inch drive mounts for your SSD. We don't need this. This is sort of in our way. There we go. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Yeah, it's got a screws in here.
Good, I wasn't sure.
It's gotta be, right?
Well, yeah, if you don't have those screws, then you gotta get them, and that can be frustrating. Thumb screws are a little...
So I'll just return these.
I would recommend it. I really don't think you need to swap that out.
Alright. Yeah, that's what.
Otherwise...
Yeah, the reason about it is just I was going for the same light, you know, all around.
Right. Yeah, so it would have been a feature upgrade, not necessarily a performance upgrade. Everything's unplugged. Okay, there. So these are 2.5-inch. Here, that's what we're working on. There we are. 2.5-inch drive mounts.
You don't need this anymore.
No, you can put those aside. You don't even need to leave. In fact, you're not going to put those back in here because they take up the space.
Right.
Why don't you hand me one of those fans?
Yeah, I'll just store it.
Oh, you know what? I don't know that you have a fan. These holes in these vents in the back, they're not wide enough for a full fan. You see that? And there's no holes for it either. So the only vents you have that are designed for these fans are in the bottom and at the top.
Yeah, when I Google this pen, there's a picture of the pen at the back. I don't know how they put it.
It's not the full-size fan. It must be a smaller fan, and they must have double stick taped it or drilled out their own holes. This case isn't really asking for it. Yeah. Okay, so these are... Hold on, let me see here. These are... No, these are actually blowing out the top, which is a good thing.
Is that?
Yeah, so you can tell by you can tell by the shape of these fans,
Uh-huh.
because it's designed to spin this way, like this. It's grabbing the air from in here and pushing it towards me. I can tell by the shape of the fan.
Because I don't feel any air.
Well, you're
coming
not
out.
going to because you got a lot of turbulence. Oh, I see what happened. Oh, okay. So these other fans, they're conflicting. So you got a little tornado. You got them backwards. So this piece of hardware needs to come off anyway because 3 of your fans are backwards and they're fighting. So you've created yourself a tiny vacuum inside of your cooling.
I think that makes sense.
Okay, well then that explains it.
Yeah.
Okay, so what we want to do is leave these 3 because those are all correct to match the direction of these 3. The only problem is we need to remove this whole unit. Let me see if I can get better coverage on the camera. I still need another camera. There we are. Got it. Okay, cool. So we don't care about what's on the screen at the moment anyway. So this is what I was trying to mention. Water cooling with 6 fans. 3 of them are coming out the correct direction. The 3 closest to the external of the case, or the chassis, are backwards. So we have to take apart this whole system. Let's keep that out of our way. Okay, so it's not a huge deal, except that it's not doing its job properly because you get basically 3 fans fighting 3 fans. So let's see what screwdriver we want to use for this. This one might be a bit hefty for it. Yeah, the little screw head's a little big for that. Alright, so it will be technically a fix, not just swapping for better features. Oh, I don't want this to fall off. Yeah, all these clear spaces are all... Oh, that's a really easy access. I didn't expect that to all
I love
fall
this
off.
case.
Yeah, it is a nice case, except for that you can't put a fan right there.
Huh.
I don't like that screwdriver. Let's try this one. I really ought to get a bigger one. No, I don't like it. Let me go get a bigger screwdriver. I never know exactly what screwdriver I'm going to need. I never know. That's a flathead. That's a little obnoxious. Alright, let's see what this does here for us. Let's try this screwdriver. There. Everything's unplugged. Good. Oh, okay, so that's interesting. I'm just checking out what's up. Okay, you got some grommets there. I was a little confused about what I was looking at. Okay. Normally you don't have these grommets right here. The screw, you normally have longer screws that go all the way through. So you'll have one screw that sandwiches all 3 devices. That's not what I'm seeing here. You got some grommets that slightly different way of doing things.
Yeah, the thing is, I ordered 6 fans when I built this PC, right?
Right.
And then they put the extra 3 at the bottom. Instead, they put the 3 on top, and then just sandwich the CPU cooler on top of them.
Right. Yeah, so we're just going to swap out these fans. Well, we'll swap out. I mean, while we're at it, we may as well change out in as many fans as we can. Well, so how many fans do we have total?
3 here and 3 there.
Okay, so 6 fans total. Okay, so we do. Okay, so well, I guess we don't really see a whole lot of these fans. So what we could do is add the color to the top on this side, and then add the color on the bottom, and just leave these static ones, the ones that are just white
Yeah,
or not colored on the inside.
that works.
All right, cool. So now it's a slightly more worthy request, because I was a little concerned when you wanted your numbers to drop, and I wasn't seeing anything abnormal.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird. I mean, every time I play a game, it goes up to like 78, 79 at home.
Well, again, I do have the air conditioning on, and you'd be surprised how often that makes a sense. It's almost like driving through the desert.
Uh-huh.
Your car doesn't break down or overheat here at the beach,
Right.
but if you want to drive to the desert, that's when it overheats. When really you're not thinking of your car as having any known issues.
So it's my room temperature then.
It might be. I mean, that's just total speculation. That's not. I couldn't possibly say that's my proper diagnosis. But ambient temperature means a lot.
Huh. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna have to check the room temperature when I get back.
Yeah, you have air conditioning, right?
No.
You don't. Oh well, that could be part of it.
Well, South Bay doesn't have AC in their homes.
Most of them, right? Yeah. Unless it's an office building or a house on the hill or something.
Yeah. So what I do is I have the window fans
Yeah.
right at home. I mean,
Right.
in my room.
Yeah.
So I always turn it on to like maximum when I play game.
Yeah.
The wind blows towards the PC, so it could like cool it off.
Right. Okay, let's see what's going on here. I'm not seeing. Oh, you know what? Those screws I was talking about, you got them coming in this way. All right, I might have to take these screws. Oh, I missed a couple. That's why. I missed at least two. All right, good. Now I feel good about this. So I can give you a little bit more value rather than just swapping out hardware and not having anything different. Ah, there we go. Good. So now we've got that removed. Missing one? We still got one more screw, that's why. All right. Okay. Let me see one of those fans out of the box just so I can compare. We have stanchions or grommets on these fans that are. Well, let's pull one out of the box. Let me see what's up here. Got it. Okay, so the colors, it looks like it colors out on both sides, but you see how they're shaped differently?
Mm-hmm.
That's how I know without even spinning it what side it's designed to shove air out. So because it's shaped like this, it's going to spin. It's not designed to spin in this direction.
Okay.
It's designed to spin in this direction because you see how it cups the air and blows it that way? Yeah, so that's what we're looking at. Okay, so what I'm thinking of was what I was talking about a second ago. This screw here goes all the way through, and that's what structurally sandwiches all three of these components. So we're going to start with one. I'm going to take one screw out just to see how far this screw goes. Oh no, okay, so this only goes to this one screw, so we're going to leave this alone. These three fans are good by themselves. Okay, so I got to figure out. It looks like, okay, these grommets. Okay. Well, that's more than just a grommet. That whole screw here. Got it. That's an interesting screw because it's got a spacer. You see how that works?
No.
Oh, well. That amount of space on the screw head adds like 1/8 of an inch. So in a way, if we use other screws, the screws that come with this thing, we'll be able to pull this whole system close, this whole piece of hardware here closer this way, which will give you a little bit more space inside. And it looks like it's not a huge deal anyway because it's not like sometimes it blocks RAM modules or other components that you would normally have access to. That's not a problem in this case. But you're intruding more towards the center when you wouldn't necessarily need to be.
Do CPU coolers like usually have 6 fans on them?
If you want. I mean, it's not necessarily detrimental to have 3 because it may or may not add or remove numbers to the temperature. So you might not notice a huge bump in fact, you could theoretically remove performance by adding too much fans. because if you start pushing air against like a flat surface, creating weird vortexes and just dams. It's almost like squirting water at a wall. That water is just going to splash directly away from it
I see.
or sideways. So if you don't have a nice path, that's another reason why you want to consider good wire management. If you have too much wires just in there, that can do bad things to your cooling. All right. Okay, I gotta figure out where everything's. Okay, so what you got going on is the wires for these fans are actually run through the back. So what I think I want to do is, before I even unplug them, physically move these out of our way. All right. I think we're going to end up not using these again. These screws, I mean, we might need to. Did these come with screws? These fans? Yeah, they did. The longer ones like that?
You don't need them.
Well, we can use these, yeah.
You know what?
Go ahead.
If these are individual, like separate fans,
Yes.
why don't I just use this one on the bottom?
Yeah, we can use those.
So I can just return both.
So, my point is, the reason you'd put the colored ones on the bottom is because you still have a glass side, which means you'd still look at them. Even though they're at the bottom, because it's glass, the reason it's glass is so
These and these are the same fans. Same.
Right.
From Panther. So these has the same color.
Right. And you want those colored ones on the outside, right?
I don't really care for the color.
Okay, we can mess around it, physically putting them wherever you want. Yeah. Okay, so there's one. The reason I'm taking these fans out physically is to help with the plumbing, because if I left them intact, I wouldn't necessarily as easily figure out where they're plugged in, because I don't know how you did your wire management. But it looks like at this point I'll be able to further see how you routed these cables.
Yeah, I think that'll be better. Like instead of using the new one, just get the three from the top to the bottom.
Right. Yeah, I think the biggest issue is that these three fans were just put in backwards.
Yeah, I don't know why Cypher did that.
Yeah, it's all right. Well, I mean, if it's not something you do all the time, it's an easy mistake to make.
Yeah, when I ordered 6 pens from them, I originally wanted the 6 pens at the bottom, but they just put them on there.
Right.
Maybe they made a mistake, or it was intentional. I don't know.
Well, you'd be surprised how often I've seen people bring in machines. They say they paid someone to do it, and then things are just done backwards. It can happen.
Yeah, and I can return these new pens. I spent like $400 on them.
Yeah, I don't think it's worth swapping on hardware if you already know it's good. Because you're not going to get much on eBay to swap it out and try to recoup your costs. Just know that after 3 or 4 years, this water cooling hardware tends to lose its reliability.
I see. Yeah, I was also thinking about getting the CPU fan instead of the liquid cooling. Like
Yeah.
Big CPU fans.
Right.
Do they work better?
CPU cool. What? Say that again?
The CPU fan, you know, the big one, the fan itself. For the
You mean air cooling?
Yeah.
Air cooling, but
Not
it's
the liquid cooling.
liquid cooling. Well, this is probably the most efficient as far as performance goes. It's the best cooling method. Water cooling, just because of the way thermodynamics works, is more effective than air cooling. Because water moves air. Water moves temperature faster. That's right. Okay, so we got 3 fans. Good. Okay, I still. Oh, you did some bundling. Did you put all this machine together?
Nope.
Okay. Okay, there we go. We got an example where someone put the 3 fans in backwards.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's from a Cyberpunk PC.
Oh, really?
Pretty
Okay.
cool, yeah.
Okay, so we got a problem here. They zip tied it so tight, and since we still want to use these fans, we don't want to damage these wires. But they got a zip tie. This backside comes off, right?
Yeah, it does, yeah.
Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to tilt this slowly, slowly, slowly. Got it. All right. Now we need to get this side off. How does this happen?
I do not know.
You haven't had this side open yet?
Oh, sure.
Ah, there we go. Perfect.
Very nice case.
Yes, it is. Well, once you know how it all goes together, yes. Okay, oh, good. So we have another panel here that's blocking.
Yeah, I think that's a safety panel.
Yeah. Well, this is another sign. You see these rubber grommets?
Uh-huh.
That's a sign of quality. It's a performance upgrade in part. What you're paying for is these rubber grommets. Like when you put motorized parts, like the mechanical hard drives, that eliminates some of the vibration. And even these fans add a little bit of vibration. Ooh, these thumb screws are so tight. Alrighty. Well, we got one more screw down here. I'm going to have you hold on to this part so I don't trip over it. Well, we'll hold on to that screw there. There we go. Now I see wire management. So they did a decent job at putting all these wires together. I'm going to remind me to replug in your mechanical drive because it's a real tight SATA connection. I didn't want to accidentally snap that off and destroy the drive. So now we got to unzip some of this. See, I got to figure out which of these wires. Yeah, tug on it very gently, and then I can figure out what goes where. Good. Okay, so we get this protrusion here. Okay, I think these are 3. Yeah. Oh man. So we're gonna have to undo. This is why it gets to be sort of time consuming, and why this can't be done in 5 minutes. We gotta unbundle some of this to get to the wires for these wires.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So at least that's also why I enjoy the fact that you're here and you get to watch me. Because sometimes if I just try to tell you, you kind of have to take my word for it. It's like, well, okay, whatever. But then you get to see what's going on. All right. Let's see here. Let's even figure out. I'm going to have to snip some of these zip ties because I don't have room otherwise. All right. So far so good. Just a bit of discovery. There's one zip tie. Okay. Doo-doo-doo. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm just going to have to re-zip some of this.
To receive everything.
Yeah, that's enough. Me personally, like I'm about to start building my own computer. I have my reasons. I'm probably going to get a case sort of like this so that I can just... The good cases have conduits, so you don't necessarily have to zip tie anything because they got zip like rubber ties that are part of the case so that you don't end up having to figure out where to put your own cables. The case will help direct where those cables can go. Okay, so now I got to figure out where the end is for this particular... Okay, good. So, oh, cool. So we have an extension cable, which means this fan cable doesn't necessarily run all the way through the case. It stops right here, and then the extension goes all the way on the back. I can't show everyone because I only have the one camera these days. But there, yeah. See, this is the end of this one. Let me see, is it this one? Not that one. Not that one. Not that one. What did I just unplug? See, I gotta figure out what I unplugged. It wasn't one of those 3 fans. So, I'm gonna be careful about what I just unplugged because I don't wanna guess. Okay. Let's see here. Ah, there we are. Yeah, so the connectors were bundled in such a way. Is it this one? Is it this one? Oh, you know what? I can't tell until I get that zip tie there. There. Well, that helps. Good. Tug on. Yes, gently. Very gently. Is it this one? No. Try this one. Try the other one. Good. That one.
This one.
Good. Good. Pull gently. Good. Keep coming. Keep coming. Good.
There you go.
Good. That's one.
Another one.
Let's find another one. This one. Try this one here.
Good.
Okay, so it's these. Yeah, so you got the reason you have 2 because one does the fan and the other one does the lights.
Yeah.
Okay, so pull gently. I think there's one. Good. Okay, and
There's
then
the one.
the other one is right. Yes, got it.
That's the one.
Okay. Alrighty. Go ahead. Pull gently. Oh, this is a different type of connector here. Okay. Oh, I see. Yeah, it is weird. Okay. Pull gently. Oh, no. Got a couple connectors. Am I supposed to pull apart? Here, you want to play with that connector? That connector's not technically the most common. See, it's a little different than the one. There we go. Good. Pull gently. Got it. Good. See, by physically giving you this sort of direction, now it's a bit of a schooling too. It's not just make this problem go away. It's show me how so I can help myself later. Good.
So you got 2.
Good. So put that by the white keyboard over there. Yeah, there we go. Good. Here, hold on to this one right here. Good. I found it. Here, how did you do that connection? It might take 2 hands, doesn't it? I just don't want to break the connection. Good. Good. Okay, so now we just have to deal with this one. Where are we?
This one.
It's not this one.
What is it?
Go ahead, pull gently. Oh yeah, go ahead and do this one. Good. Now pull gently, see if that's it.
One more.
Okay, don't let go. So this goes to this, which goes to here. See, this is the more traditional cable. Good.
No, this one.
Is it that one?
No, this one.
Pull gently? Yeah, that is that. All right. Alrighty. Oh, we're gonna have to undo one more bundle. Zip ties. Be very careful when you do that so you don't damage any cables. There. Ooh, that's a big bundle. Good. Okay, pull gently again. So it's got it. Okay, I think that's it. Keep going. Good. Okay, so we've just removed 3 fans, right?
Yep.
Good. Okay, let's see what kind of connectors we're dealing with here. Oh, you know what? Was there a little computer box that the fan? What else was in that box? Maybe.
Oh, there's a bunch of connectors here, like different types.
Yeah.
Of connectors.
Got it. Okay, cool. I think we might be good.
And more here.
Okay. Good.
It's like
Why don't you? Can we make a puddle? A pile of all the cables right for that corner where the remote is, and just put the. Since the fans we don't have to worry about right now. Let's see what our options are. Let's see.
Are we putting that on top?
Wherever you want. Do you want to do the inside or? Well, I mean, yeah. So we're the ones that we didn't unscrew are proper and less looked at. So I would imagine you want the ones on top to be colored, right? Yeah, that's why we were. Well, those were installed backwards anyway. So even if we stuck with them, they were in backwards and needed to be swapped. I cannot believe a factory provider of building computers made that mistake. Okay. So we got that and that. Okay, let me see what other connectors we have here. Oh, we have, yeah. Okay, let me see the box for it. The other fans are still in there? Yeah, okay, so there's a computer box in here. Can you open? That's what I thought we were missing something.
You need this?
Yeah, there's a little box in there. Yeah, got it. Thought we were missing something. Got it, yeah, okay.
And maybe you need this too?
Yes.
USB?
Okay. Let's see here. Oh, it's magnetic. That's nice. Good. Let's do this. Okay, we have power and USB. Let me see what our options are. Can you unravel a couple more bundles of wires for me? How many wires came in that box? Just everything that came in that box. Thank you.
That's it.
That's it. Got it. Okay. Cool. Yeah, so everything else seems legit. That's interesting. These fans here are sort of in the middle of the case. Oh man, I just had a fly in my nose. That was weird. Okay, so before we even get comfy and start putting stuff in, let's just plug one of these fans in properly and see that everything's working. Okay, so we're going to get power off of here. Here, for the sake of order, let's just put these 2 fans over there so we don't knock them down and start looking like a klutz. You got them? All right. I'm going to do one thing at a time. I'm going to plug our little box about the size of a ballast resistor. There we go. That's what I want to call this thing. All right. Plug it in. Let's see here. That's the other tip. When you put all this stuff together, plug it all in, turn it on, make sure it functions before you get comfortable, because otherwise you could spend a half hour or more undoing your work
Right.
only because you either got something plugged in wrong or not plugged in enough. So we got this fan here. Let's see, which way? No, that's not right. You kidding me here? Oh, I see. Okay. So these three rubber connectors. Uh-huh. There we go. I don't want to bend the connectors. That's why I'm being kind of careful. Ah, there we go. That felt good. Okay, good. Now we got that. So this ballast resistor probably controls the lights. This here gets motherboard power, which gets direct power from the motherboard, which is why you have all these extension cables. Dude, they used tape to put some of these together. Okay, so believe it or not, we're actually going to go ahead and turn this on just to see. Okay, that's the wrong connector. Oh, that's why we have... Let's see what our options are. That we can do. Oh, okay, so we can do that. Interesting. We need an adapter for... Oh, this will help. So this is basically like an extension cable, but it's a splitter. So it adds 3 more options. That's what this bundle of wire is. Okay, so we're going to check to make sure we can safely turn that on without fans touching anything, which means I'm thinking of just using 2 screws to remount it
All right.
before we get comfy. Okay, good. And now we still need power. So this cable here, this little ballast resistor, that's not what this is, but that's what I keep wanting to call it. We're going to get this plugged in, this USB plugged straight into the USB port on your motherboard, and then it converts to USB, which is what powers this little box here. Okay, so I got to figure out where on this motherboard has that USB. RGB header. It looks like you got some RGB lighting support directly on the motherboard.
Yeah.
Okay, so what we're going to do is, actually, if you would do me the favor of holding, yeah, hold that up because I want to be able to turn this on. Let's do right there. Good. Just one more is all we need. I just want to be able to turn this thing on for testing purposes. Good, you can let go. Good, that's not going anywhere. Okay, so now we should be able to make sure that this fan does its job. So
Don't
let's.
you have to plug in the mechanical thing that you?
Yeah, I'm going to replug in the hard drive too. Yes. See, you see how this goes right here?
Mm-hmm.
You see how it's a 90 degrees?
Yeah.
I could have easily accidentally snapped that off, and if you break that connector, that drive is dead. So you want to make sure you're careful in unplugging delicate connections while you're moving around. And it's a little, I mean, they could have changed. This cable is usually a straight edged,
Uh-huh.
but this particular one is a 90.
Why did you make it like that?
Well, it's an opportunity to move stuff around. Okay, good. So that's done. Now I'm going to plug stuff back in. We don't want to work with a plugged-in machine. Plug in the HDMI. I unplugged everything just out of habit. What we really want that cable doesn't want to let me have it. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, we good. Okay, I think we're all plugged in. So let's see if this fan both spins and lights up. Let's turn it on. Okay, so no light. We only have spinning. Oh, that's right. You know what I forgot?
You did a plug.
Correct. Yes, exactly. Okay, so what I'm going to do is unplug the power for safety's sake. And I did forget exactly what I told you I needed to do.
Yep.
I gotta find the header on the motherboard for the USB. Where is it? Alright. It'll be labeled. Where is it? Is that USB? That looks like it might be. It is not labeled.
You need some light?
No, I think I'm good. It's not labeled, but it is the right physical shape. Actually, the light would help. I guess it is darker than I
Yeah,
realized.
hold on.
I can pull my. Oh, there. I think I got it. All right.
Good?
I think we're good. Thank you. Oh, wait. You know what? Nope, that's not it. That's not it. Where's the USB header? Oh, you know what? It's this one here. It was covered by a cable. Actually, can you move that a little higher? There we go. Oh, let me see here. What's going on? Yeah, that's right. Sometimes they are keyed, so this particular connector is missing a pin. Just make sure you don't try to jam it in the wrong side. Good. Now we got power from the header. So this little, I keep calling it a ballast resistor because of my other skills. Let's see here. Let's turn it on now. Good. Okay, now we got power. You know, I don't know if we have to install. Let's see, we got power. You know what? Let's try this. Hold on. I think that other connector might need to be plugged in. Does that support color changing? Do you know? I'll look at it.
Not sure.
Right. Oh, this is just a pass-through. Okay, so we got power there. And the 3 pins. Yeah, no other way. Let's try it again. Oh, you know what? Is that a button or is that? No, it's not. Turn it on. What are we missing here? Well, let's let it boot all the way and confirm. It might be that it has to boot into Windows first. Let's see. Let's see what happens when we get beyond boot. Yeah, I don't know if that USB header gets power until Windows is loaded. Let's see. What did you say that number is?
0304.
Zero 0304. Yeah, it's blowing. Let me see the box here.
Just a little manual thing.
Yeah, let me see the manual. Do we might. I'm wondering if we have to install Cooler Master software. I mean, I would imagine we do, so that you can manipulate the color because it's multicolorable. Just shows you physically how to put it in. What did I do with that other bundle? Let's see here. Did I have that other bundle? Where was it? Did you handed it to me? I didn't go anywhere.
Didn't you use it?
Oh, it's plugged in. Oh, you know what?
Yeah.
That's one thing I forgot again. There we go.
Oh, this?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
other power. There you go. You get too excited.
Oh, yeah, that's why. Because here
Yeah,
it's the on light.
Yeah.
It should-
yeah. So we got two powers. We got power to the USB, so that the USB firmware or the BIOS can manipulate what's going on, and then you got the SATA power, which is essentially the same power as a hard drive
Right.
for a 2.5 inch or a 3.5 inch drive. So now we got to find SATA connections. Let's see. Here's one. No, that's Molex. That's the old style legacy support. Let's see here. Okay, we gotta see. I'm not finding it, Oh, you know what? Okay, so it looks like we have another problem. So when they put this together, did they give you any additional cables with your power supply?
They might, but I didn't bring them.
Okay, because what they did is they only plugged in the absolute necessity.
So they didn't leave any extras.
Well, let me see if I can find one. There is, yeah. That's another, let's see here. Yeah, so this cable is for the SATA. Let me see about, oh, I found one, good.
Nice.
Good, you lucked out, you got two left. But still, they only installed the bare minimums.
Yeah, they might give me some extra cables at home.
Yeah,
I
well,
might have them all.
just so you know, don't go buying aftermarket ones online, because these power supplies are very particular about the cables. If you don't buy the exact part number, they may or may not work.
I see.
So if you don't, you might end up having to just bite the bullet, and if you needed to, you could end up swapping out the whole power supply.
I don't want that to happen.
Right, well, it's normal for all of this stuff to fail eventually. I hate to sound like a negative entity, but... Okay, now, let's see what happens.
There you go.
Colors! There we are. So this is what we needed. So we got power to the USB stanchions.
Mhm.
We got power to the SATA. Here's your power to here. Cool thing about this model I've noticed is that this is magnetic. These little
Okay, it's attached to it.
yeah, so we can put it anywhere back here. Oftentimes the cheaper stuff or even the better stuff will still either expect you to use Velcro or double stick tape, which is too
Right.
permanent. And
Yeah.
so there. Now that we know how this is all going to get plugged in, Now we can continue with 3 more, do some wire management while this is open, and have fun. All right.
Right.
But here, you can see how wind is only going to blow in one direction. There. So let me shut this machine down. So this should be smooth sailing as long as we're very careful about routing our cables. We're going to turn this machine off. Looks like it boots nice and fast. Now, there's a chance these fans might be slightly more effective. So your numbers might even be slightly better when you move on. But I think what you will notice is that because these 3 that we removed will be properly positioned, that will be your biggest upgrade. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Okay, so we got to decide what we want now. Now that we know how this is all going to go, let me unplug things so we don't zap anything. We're safely unplugged. And now I have to do some what I call cable management, which is an industry term. How do we want to do this? It looks like we have a port on the back. So we got a hole in the bottom. I meant the bottom, I said back. You want to take that? You see where it's
A little
coming?
more? Yeah. Coming
Oh,
from here.
it's, okay, yeah.
Push it a little more.
Let me straighten it out because it's curved. It doesn't want to go straight. It wants to snake somewhere.
Oops.
What'd you drop?
Driver.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Just as long as there's no one of your screws, so I look like an idiot trying to find it.
I got it.
Got it, good. Gentle, 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 gentle. If I keep going.
More?
Good, that's good. Stop there. All right, now let me have that space. Thank you very much. Okay, good. Here's our little ballast resistor. We're going to put it right there. Good. We'll just put it right there. Now we'll plug this USB back in. Zoo-doo-doo-doo. Good. Okay. Okay, you see, anytime you look at a machine, you can see how these fan blades are going like claws in this direction. You can tell this is the direction they're going to spin. If we put them this direction, they're going to blow air in. This is ultimately the direction out that we want. So unfortunately, well, we're not really going to notice, but the logo that's meant to be looked at is going to be pointing inward. Okay. See that? And you can tell that's going to be the same on these other fans here.
Yep.
Now, the one thing is, because they're from different manufacturers, they might end up being the wrong direction, which could compromise performance. Even if they're cupped in the right direction and they're spinning in the correct direction, that could potentially cause vortexes and things. But we're going to see here what happens here. Okay, yeah, because it looks like if we turn it this way and turn, hold on, turn, so turns this way. Okay, yeah, so these things are going to turn the, okay, you know what, you know how, have you ever seen a helicopter or a plane where you got 2 props on one shaft? That's what's going on here. You got one prop going one way and the other prop going the other way. So hopefully we're going to get at least, we're going to be able to put our hands here and feel that it's doing enough of a job.
Okay.
To where we can call it a completed job. All right, so technically each of these fans is going to be swiveling in different directions. But the vents will be pushing, the blades will be pushing air in the correct direction. Okay, do you want to do me the huge favor of also holding this? So now that we know what we need, oh, screwdriver, got it. Okay, cool. So just be ready for it to drop. You're still, I grabbed the wrong screw, didn't I? Okay, good. Okay, so now what I'd like to do, I'm going to unplug this This is when you want to do your wire management before you start getting excited. So let's just do this. Oh, that helps. Good. Are you feeling are you able to hold on to that for a little bit longer?
Yeah.
Okay, where's the other two? Do you want me to get them? Right, where are the other two colored ones? Right here. Good. Yeah, now that we know how these are supposed to go, we can physically put them installed. Okay, so we're going to do, you see how the logos are different? See, that's the prettier logo, but we have to put it this way because of the direction and the shape those blades are. And also, the other thing you want to make sure, you see how the cables, these two wires, come out one corner? You have to decide what corner is the most effective. In this case, you're going to want the, yeah, exactly. You want them facing towards me.
Got it.
Got it. Okay, good. Just so you know what's going on. See, the cool thing about this environment is you get a schooling. You don't just get a fix. There's a good chance you won't need me ever again for this, at least this exact problem. Okay, so this is what we want to do. You also want to make sure you don't pinch these wires for damage. Or you want to avoid that damage, I mean. Let me know if you need a break. I know it can be fatiguing after a minute. Okay, cool. So this is, you know what? I think what we can do is recycle these pins. Let me see here. Let's do, yeah, there we go. That's good. That's not quite hit. There. You see the advantage of these screws is that they're thumb screws, so you can tighten them by finger. You don't, and then you can do the screwdriver later. And these are industry-sized screws, so that's why we don't necessarily need to use what's coming with the new hardware. Good. And then, of course, you don't want to tighten it down until you get all four in there. I personally, for the screws like this, I only like to do a finger tight and then just barely use a screwdriver. So that way, because you get expansion and contraction and you get temperature changes and humidity changes, if you do it too tight, it could get so tight that the only way to undo it is to break something. You don't want to break plastics when you got metal parts or metal screws holding things in place. You kind of want to, for that purpose alone, want room to breathe. So, like I just did barely enough on the thumb. Good. Good. Almost there. Yes, thank you. That helps. And then you see the top of the screw head takes an additional screw. Okay, did we put all the
One here.
yeah.
Actually, this is stuck.
No, it's stuck right here. Pull down. Good. Oh, whoops. Oh man. Okay, we're gonna have to flip that sideways. It fell in there. I love how it falls in, but it never comes out. Want me to try? Yeah, let's just do this. Let's take the darn thing off. There. Go get it. There we go. That's annoying. Hold on. Oh, good. Good. Okay, put that other one in. Just finger it barely. Good. Okay, cool. Now, one of the things we could choose to do, which I personally want to do, oh, well, it looks like we're going to have to undo this. Yeah, go ahead. I was wanting to leave that bound up for management purposes, but I think we need that additional length. to reach our ballast resistor here. Not a ballast resistor, it's just what I'm calling it. All right. Okay, so again, so don't get confused when you see this additional little pigtail here. That's just for added support. It's basically an extension cord or a pass-through. It's called daisy chaining is what the technical term is. Here, you want to take that? Oh, that is off. Okay, good. Good. All right. Okay, so we got these two. And now let's pick, so this is where you get to pick and choose what hole is the most economical for length. Also a term called purchase. You want to have enough length to mess with. So I'm going to use this grommet here because it's got rubber around it. So the chances of chafing are a lot less. Not that chafing is a huge issue in this environment, but it could theoretically be.
How about this?
Let me see here. Where did that come from?
Yeah.
The first fan. Oh, yeah, okay. That's why I wanted this done first. Okay, so we got two, and then two here. Oh, right. So let's also for the organization, we can continue to use the same hole for all. Good, good, good. Good, good, good. Good. Okay, so good. One more. Let's move this screw so we don't. Okay, good. So let's move. I'll undo. Good. We're going to do this one. Okay. Good. So we'll feed these two right through this here. I think I like this case. Be gentle. Good, good, good. Okay. Good. So all the logos, just pay attention. They're all the good direction. I don't think I'm quite square because it's not falling in the hole. Here, try your side. Yeah, if it's not grabbing, it won't. There. Yeah, that did it. So what I'm going to have you do is push gently upward so I can pull as much of this wire towards me as possible so it doesn't bundle up on that side. Go ahead and raise it up. Good. And then let's do this. Yeah, go ahead. You're good. Straight up, flat. So put that hole right there. A little more towards you. There we go. Oh, almost there. More towards me, slightly. It's a little. Just want to use fingers here. Let's try not to cross-thread it. Okay, cool. Cool. That's not going anywhere, so we'll be gentle. Okay, other opposite screw hole. Good. I think you can let go now. It's not going to fall. Good. So yeah, so good. Those are the two structural ones now. So now, at this point, we can plug everything in and confirm a functional setup. Good. So I'm calling it a ballast resistor because that's a part on a classic car. But in this case, it's actually the controller, computer, whatever you want to call it. So we're going to make sure that these are plugged in. Let's see here. what I really need. Can you do me a favor and turn on the no, I got enough light back here. We're good. Let's see, I gotta make sure. What did I unplug? So now at this point it's really mostly about cable management. Again, I want to unplug that hard drive because I don't want to make the mistake of snapping that drive connector off. Okay, so we got 3 fans. How many fans did you buy total? 6? Okay, yeah. So and the thing is you would end up having to do the colors on the other box. Install another one of these controller boxes. We're not going to do that. I think that's overkill. Good. All right. That's in. Okay, so we got 1 fan. That controller box is in. And then I'm going to plug this in. I think that's it. No, that's not going in right. Okay, one more. I'm missing the 1. Where'd it go? Oh, it's over here. Good. Good. Okay, good. Okay, and now we do the USB cable, which is already plugged in, and then the SATA cable, which is right here. Oh, we didn't have to unplug that. Good. Okay. So before we call it done, let's fire it up. Obviously, we have a bunch of support screws we still need to install, but for structural purposes, we're set. Okay, so let's plug it in. Turn it on. Got lights on all 3, but they're not spinning. Oh, that's right. Hello. So we got color. I got to do the other. I got so worried about filling in these. We still. Yeah, we have. Yeah, we got to do the. What's it called? The power for the spinning up. Let me see here. Oh, here we go. So again, we're going to refer to this 1 for these. Good. 1 more. Is this it here? I think that's it there. Good. And then 1 more. Good. Okay, now let's turn it on. Hold on, it's not plugged in. There. They spin up. Now we got spins. And you can feel the air coming up. Yes. And I can feel the air coming out back with these white fans here. So we got these fans here are bigger. Well, no, they're not necessarily bigger, but I feel a lot of air coming back here. Maybe it's, yeah, I got more surface area against my belly. But these are definitely blowing up. You're not going to really feel a suction right here, but all of that is now blowing up.
Right.
So there might be a couple degree change as far as what we just did. But at this point, now we can get a little more comfortable about sealing it all up, putting all the screws in, and taking time doing a little bit of cable management. And I mean, obviously you don't want to necessarily pay me just to do the cable management. If you'd like, I can. But also we could just pack it in there, and if you want, now that you know how things are physically put together, you can revisit this, and if you want to get creative,
Yes.
do your own management without even...
So we're not going to install the fans at the bottom?
Yes, so let's see, let me see your 3 fans there. We're going to put those 3 fans in? Good, okay. So let's just see what our options are. So we still have the screws we can use. They came in the box, right? Yes. Good, so that looks good. Okay, so we'll just reinstall these fans with the new screws, and that's it. So let's turn it down. Turn it off, I mean. Shut down anyway. Unplug it.
So all these 6 fans are, the airs are coming.
Yeah, so this one, these 3 are blowing out towards me, and you do have a vent, and then these are all blowing up.
And here it's gonna blow inside?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because you don't really you don't want them to fight. You want them all to agree and blow in the same direction. So yeah, can you tell me, by looking at it, what direction the air is going to come out?
Here?
Yeah.
It's gonna blow inside, right?
It's going to blow inside, yes. So you see how they're kind of cupped, like this?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
fans are.
So that's how you can tell, even without spinning it, what direction the air is going to come. Some of the here, this one actually has arrows. It has arrows to show you which direction the wind is going to come. So there. Okay, so the only other challenge is a little bit more wire management. And of course, when you get excited about adding new hardware, you want to make sure you don't run out of places to plug this stuff in. So we still need to make sure that we have, this is a unique connector here, this is not. So these light up, but they're solid white, right? Yes. Okay, so this should be good. Okay, what screw options do we have? Okay, let's do this. I'm going to unplug everything on the back. And I'm going to stand it on its back.
I mean, to be honest, I don't really care much about the lighting.
Okay, so you don't even care if the white ones don't light? Okay, because I still think you do have the resources to do that. I was just worried about not having enough. So we'll just go ahead and, what I'm going to do right now is stand this on its back, because I need access to the bottom. And I don't put it on this side because we still need wires to manage here. So because everything's unplugged, it's fairly flat in the back. And I have, one of the advantages of this desk is it having holes in it, is that I don't have to worry about protruding screws. I can just align them. There, good. So now we can put these fans, where did I say those arrows are? There. Again, so we're going to want to make sure. Good.
Yep.
Good.
Good.
Yep. Okay. Let's do this. You want to hold that fan
yeah.
for me? Good. What kind of screws do we have left available? I'll hold that. We don't need that. There.
I think these are the same as that.
Okay.
Small ones.
I'm just kind of curious what we got. Oh, good. Yeah, those are fine. Doesn't really matter. They're hardly structural. These fans are so light we don't have to worry about structural integrity per se. Let's see. Oh, you know what? We're going to need. Okay, so these. Okay, so we're going to have to use these particular screws. They're not going to work on that. So go ahead and give us. Open up that baggage.
Which
There are
one?
a different type of screw. The one you just had in front of us? Yeah.
This one?
Yeah. No, you just had them open. The bag? Where did you do with? Oh, right there.
this
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, okay. Good. So we're going to use those.
Okay.
Yeah, those right there. Is that, how many of those do we have?
Bunch.
Yeah, okay, cool. Two, technically, we only really need 2. So go ahead and see what's going to happen is because these holes aren't really threaded.
Uh-huh.
These are actually going to make the threads.
Oh.
So go ahead and hold that for a second. That's why those other screws wouldn't work, because those other screws are already waiting for a thread. Yeah, that's the right terminology. Good. So technically speaking, these 2 screws would probably be enough if we really needed to. Just make sure they're opposite each other. Try not to move. Okay, good. You can move your hand. We're good. Good. Okay. So we got one screw. I mean, yeah, we got one fan physically situated. Where there's two more. Good. Oh wow, we've been at this an hour and a half already. Okay. So you see which direction, just pay attention. That's easy to forget which direction you're going.
Yes.
Yeah. A little higher. There we go. Good. Let's do this again. What? All right. There, that's good. One more. Almost there. Oh, pull up. Yeah, there we go. All right. That's good. Now let's do two more. Where's that last fan? Remember have the wires towards me. Good. Yeah, that's what you have to watch out for. Try not to pinch anything. Good. That's good. Yeah, we don't technically have enough of these to do all four, so these should be fine though. I might have done that a little light. Can you raise this side up a little bit? Yeah, there we go. There. Okay, so they're physically, all the manual labor's done except for the wire management. So again, it kind of looks like an exploded mess here. You want to go ahead and shove these wires, probably. I'm trying to figure out what is the most economical way to push that wire.
You should have shoved the wires first before you screwed them because there's no gap.
Well, there's no gap directly behind here either because the power supply is right there. So I was thinking, you know what? Do they reach right here?
Where?
Right here.
Hold on. They do, but they're
kind of shy.
yeah.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Go ahead and put them through there. Let's see if we have enough. So that's a mistake we might be able to arrange. You know what? That's actually still... So the biggest issue is with the video card. It's kind of a block. So let's just go ahead and run through the top. Go ahead and do that. Yeah. So what you'll do behind the video card or under it, and then the hole, the closest hole. Oh, actually right here. Right here. That's the closest one for you. This hole right here where my finger
I'll
is.
just shove it one by one.
Yeah. Perfect. Yes. Give me as much purchase as possible. There. Good. Good. And is that good? Good. Excellent. Good.
That's all of it.
No, we're good. Yes, we are. Good. Is there another one?
Nope, that's all of it.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't take the one that was barely halfway through. Good. I think we're good. How much slack do we have? Pretty much none, huh? Okay. Well, that can be a good thing because that means you have less slop on this side. The bundle. Got it. Okay. Okay, so now let's just find all the places to plug in. So yeah, now we ultimately, okay, so we got two places to plug in right here. We got this bundle left over. Okay, that's in. And then we have this in here. And then we have one more fan to handle. So this is going to be for the speeding the fans up, powering them up. And then we have, we have this. Oh, so this is that weird connector. Where was this? Sort of a proprietary connector to the vendor that built you the machine. I don't know what to call it. It's a 3-pin instead of a 4-pin. Let's see. Good. That's it, I think. You got it. Yes. See how it has 3 pins?
Oh.
That's the match for what I got. Oh, wait. Let's see. They're both male. I need the female one. Oh, you know what? Yeah. Thank you. That's what I was looking for. Thank you. You got it. All right. Cool. All right, what else do we need? Are we missing anything that's not plugged in? Okay, we got one more 3-pin here. Let's see if we can find another. Ah, got it. Good, 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 good. Okay, so this particular wire doesn't want to quite reach, does it?
Just the very bottom one.
Got it, yeah.
Which one are you holding?
Yeah, it's for the bottom one. So because of the nature of the way everything's laid out, we don't have a hole towards the bottom because you see your power supply is right there. Let's see if we can bring a connector to it. Okay, so we got this 3-pin here. We got that 3-pin there. What we need is a receiver. Let's see here. So you got how many drives? You got an SSD and 2 mechanical drives. No, you got the 1 mechanical drive. I just didn't recognize it at that angle. So this connector, we need to plug this in somewhere. We don't quite have enough connectors for powering. So we got these two right here. That's the SATA connection for the mechanical hard drive. Okay, so what you could do, actually I might have an adapter. I'm not used to putting this many fans in the system. Let me see here. That's a SATA. That's not for that. Okay, so you're going to end up having to, totally doable, but you're going to have to buy an adapter to accommodate all the additional fans. Yes, I do not have.
Oh, why not open up the other box? It has an adapter inside.
Oh, right. Got it. All right. You got it. You got the pigtail. You're going to have a few extra parts, meaning we're not going to do anything with those extra fans.
We should have just used this band.
We could.
Yeah.
I mean, you're just doubling up on everything. We're going to have to put that extra little computer box somewhere else.
Is this what you're looking for?
Yeah. Actually, no, the other one. That one. Yes, that one. This is what I need. Yes. Okay, so theoretically, I guess, yeah, we could do the other color ones. The problem, do we have another USB stanchion? We need another USB standoff for that other computer box. I don't think you have. That's the problem with doubling up on some of this stuff. I don't see another USB standoff. That's why we don't necessarily want to It's a nice setup, but yeah, I don't see another USB header. That's the term. Yeah, okay, so this motherboard only has one USB header. If you had at least two, then you can do it.
The color, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
well, so that USB header I'm speaking of powers that little computer box.
Mm.
So, I think with an adapter you can do it, and I just don't have that adapter. That's an odd duck. All right.
It's gonna be too much.
Okay. But this pigtail is going to save the day for these fans. So, I'm going to plug this in to the pigtail. Let's see, do I have one just floating around already? I'm trying not to branch off of another extension. Okay, so we got three more. What I'm looking for, I'm trying to get an existing power tail without frickin' all right. I'm trying. Be careful, by the way, you got your power button here, or whatever the circuit is here. Oh, there's a ribbon cable that you want to be careful of. It's really loose. I don't know why it's not buckled down. Get inside here. This ribbon here, that's actually an electronic ribbon cable. Just be gentle with it. Okay, so the heck with this. I'm going to go ahead and plug. Yeah, I think I'm going to end up having to do that. Extension cable into another extension cable. That's annoying. Oh, you know what I can do? No, I know what I can do. You have additional standoffs on the motherboard. So let's go find one. Okay, so we're going to plug this straight into the motherboard.
Okay. Light?
No, I think we're good. Actually, what you can do is, oh man, that's gonna be tough. So you do have a hole that you technically don't have access to because, oh, you know what? You do have a little bit of a hole right here. Okay, yeah. There's a little bit of a trick. So what, oh, you know what I want to do? We'll do this. I don't want to plug this stanchion off because I don't want to pull too much power off of one stanchion. We're going to take one of these fans off of this tri-connector. Just because I just don't feel like overloading. Let's do this. Let's pull that out and plug it straight into the motherboard. Yeah. Take this back and plug it into the motherboard. Gentle? Yes, take it. Good. And now, do you see where that fits on the motherboard? I'm purposely letting you look at what's going on. Okay, so I can tell you right now, what you're looking for is right about, right about, I just saw one. Let me get on my knees. I just saw it when I was down. It's not terribly light. Good. Right there. It's not totally obvious. You might want some light. You see that?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so just plug it straight into one of those. You see there's two?
Mm-hmm.
Take this other one. Right here. We'll do that one also. Good. Probably won't be a problem. I'm just playing it safe. I don't want to plug one of these three off of the one through the motherboard. I don't want to pull too much power through the motherboard. Good chance it's not going to be a problem, but I just don't want to go there. I don't know if my air conditioning is on. It's a little warm in here.
Yep.
All right, good. Okay, so at this point, now I feel more comfortable plugging in the remainder. So we should just have one more that needs to be plugged in, right?
Yep.
So you got the two of those on the bottom are plugged into the motherboard, right?
Yep.
Good. And then we got, I think I'm missing one. Where is it? Am I missing one? Where is it? I'm missing one. That is not what, oh wait, is this?
These are for the fan.
These are
The other one, yeah.
the other one. This is the one by itself?
Mm-hmm.
These are the three prongers. This is the one that came with the computer, right? Yeah, where's the remainder of... Alright, oh. That's yeah, here, right here. Where's the, yeah, throw this into here. Yes. Because everything's black. Okay, cool. So now that's good. Now I think everything's plugged in, right?
I think so.
We got this one here. What is this? This. That's one more fan, right? Right here. This one here. You see how this is loose? Where's that going? I'm purposely giving you some extra purchase there.
This one, right?
No, yeah, I guess that one, because it's, oh no, that one's taken care of, because it's already plugged in. This one here, that's a three prong, got it. Okay, so now I gotta find three prong.
Yeah, these are the one that are plugged in directly with the motherboard.
Good, alright, because all we care about, those motherboard ones are just gonna fire them to spin.
Mm-hmm.
So one of them just needs, so you have one more that's not plugged in at all, right? That's this. That's a 4-pin. Where is it? We're missing that. That's plugged in. I'm looking for one more connector. Yeah, so that's one problem. We just need one more of these 3-pin for this many. That's not what we want. That's a 4-pin. That's a 4-pin. I don't know that we have another 3-pin to plug in. Do we have any? Let's see here. Yeah, so the motherboard was designed to accommodate the stock fans, but we've doubled up on fans. And now we don't have enough for one more. That's a 3-pin. Hold on, let's see here. Oh, you know what? Oh, good. Okay, here, can you do this? This here?
Mm-hmm.
Plug this in to right here. That's here's what I was looking for. It was hiding right in my face. Yeah, all those hands-on experiences mean you'll likely never need me again for this exact problem. Let me turn that around. Let me see. Okay, I've got it. Good. So now I think we're all plugged in. So now let's plug a few things in and see how it all works. We didn't even need this. Put that aside. Okay, oh, let's face it, turn it up. Go ahead, be gentle. Go ahead. Good, okay. So now, start plugging everything in. All right. Display is plugged in. Good, that's plugged in. Don't need that. And then what else are we missing here? Mouse. Just want to see how it all behaves when it's all plugged in. Don't need to plug that in. Okay. It's all right. Let's move things a little bit back further. Okay, now let's turn it on. We'll worry about wiring it all. Oh, yeah, that's right. We have to plug in the hard drive again. I also forgot. Better to forget to plug something in than to forget to unplug it and snap it off. All right, so now let's turn it on. What's spinning? They're all spinning. Good. Good. Ooh, that's a lot of light. You won't be sleeping with this thing on. Good. All fans are on. You got your colors up top, you got your whites in the back, and you got your blacks, the colors on the bottom. I mean the whites on the bottom, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think
Now I think we're good.
we're okay.
And now we can continue to reinstall the rest of the screws. So there we go. The bulk of the work is done, minus I don't know how much effort you want to put into this wiring in the back. But yeah, the gist of it has been completed.
Well, it's got a thing, right?
What thing?
The cover thingy. So
Right.
Just put
You just
everything-
okay.
Yeah, just and put the cover on.
Okay, so one thing to warn you about is if we're going to do that, we want to make sure that don't get excited and turn it on right away. When you turn it, as soon as you get home, do a little bit of house cleaning in here.
Okay.
So because if you turn it on, these fans, the grill are so open that it's real easy for these wires to fall in.
Uh-huh.
So make sure that you get it where you want the machine, turn it on, and you might even want to consider moving some of these wires around while it's on just to make sure you don't get anything stuck inside. I mean, you're probably not going to short anything out if you accidentally jam a fan,
Uh-huh.
but you just don't want to get a wire stuck in there. So let's just do that.
Yeah, let's just do that.
Okay.
How about these two? Like the one that we plug into the motherboard?
Oh,
these
right.
here?
Yeah, so because they're plugged into the motherboard, we're just going to have to zip tie them and leave them over there
Okay.
because there's nothing over here that they're routed to.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. I think we're good.
Yeah, we just zip tie that and just
We can do, yeah, we'll do that
a
after
little
we
bit of work and we're done. I
Yes.
think.
Got it. Cool. Okay.
I don't want to worry too much about the wiring and everything.
Right. Yeah, you don't want to take up a whole sorts of time just to make it pretty when you've now learned exactly what needed to happen. Get yourself a little bit of skill at the same time. We're going to turn this off because we don't want to accidentally plug in or unplug anything without confirming that it's good. So it's shutting down. I want to make sure stuff stops spinning before I put a screw near the fan. Good. So we ended up recycling a large number of the screws and the power cables. All right. Can you do me a massive favor and oh, that's not quite. Oh, there we go. That one's There. Okay. Good, good, good. Yeah, this is why you don't want to put those screws in while it's on. You don't know where that screw's going to end up if it ends up falling in the fan.
Oh, I don't want that.
Yeah, that's exactly why you want to make sure you're working with your machine unplugged. Good. This is the screw for that back panel. Oh, man. Good. Good. Oh, that other screw is for the back piece right here, remember?
Yep.
For that cable routing shroud. Hold on. So I got room for 2 more screws over here.
Oh yeah.
Perfect.
I'm missing one.
Are we? Let's see here. I think one fell. I got a screw kit if necessary. Oh, almost dropped it.
Maybe drop something.
I got a screw kit if necessary, but that's interesting.
Oh, you could leave it.
Yeah, it's
Just one screw.
yeah. You don't need that many screws technically.
Yeah.
Where the heck? I don't see where it could have dropped. That's exactly why I put them right on here. So even if we did drop them,
Not this one.
correct, they would have dropped right there.
Oh,
You fell over there. Oh, here.
right here. I
Really?
don't know how I got there.
Well, that's the advantage of carpet too. It doesn't bounce so far. My last office had wood floors. Well, vinyl. Got it. I think we're good. That feels nice and solid. Let me see the filter. You know what's interesting is why they chose to have these screws here? Because these aren't flush, but let me make sure that they fit. Yeah. Wait, that's not the one. That's not the one that was here, was it?
I think it's bottom.
Well, they're basically the same. But then those are the screws that were there.
Where?
Yeah, it's not this one. It is that one. Okay. But I don't think those are the proper screws that they used. Because you see how this is on flush? So you could get screws that are more flush. Yeah, let's see here. I mean, if it's not a big deal to you, I'm not going to bother.
It's not a big deal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, those
I
are
mean, the top closed anyway, so.
Got it. Okay, cool. Technically, that's weird. That this fit. It seems like because this is beveled in like a little bathtub shape, I'm surprised this filter doesn't come all the way over here. You see that? And that's just the way it is. Okay. Give me that cable shroud. Or maybe technically you don't want to put that in right now. You're going to put that cable shroud in.
I do want to, yeah.
Okay, cool. But that means we're going to do at least a minimal
Yeah,
amount
just
of
a
cabling.
minimum.
Yeah. Go ahead and, as long as it's away from the fans.
Just about like this.
Good. Okay, let me see if I can.
Maybe you can just squeeze in.
You know what? It's not a sealed compartment, so I'll just get these 2 screws in. Let me get a thumb screw in there. Let go. Got it.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't block any like fans, I'm sure.
Exactly. I gotta go there. Good. So this by itself, just this shroud, helps out a lot with the routing. Good. And then that other screw you accidentally put in there, I think was this one that goes right here. And the reason you can't, okay, so this is why you want to watch out. You got one wire that's fallen underneath there. Good. Let's see if we can, keeps falling down there. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Okay, so now
How about this one?
that's the USB. We got to figure out.
Oh, this,
There,
yeah.
that works. Let's close this up. Push it a little bit. There we go. I'm not finding the hole. That's the problem. Where's that hole? There it is. Okay, push a little bit. Oh, I see what's wrong. This little tab here. Does this go in right there? Yeah, I think it does.
Ah, okay.
Oh, no, it doesn't. It's oh, let me see something. Can you move? There we go. Let me see what I'm missing here. Okay, those are holes right there. Okay, so what I should have done, take these top out. You
This is
you
first?
toe it in, yeah.
Okay.
Got it, good. You're learning your case. Yeah.
Wait, I don't think.
Yeah, that's why I was double checking. But we got so many wires to worry about. Let me see it. Let me try it. Oh, that's
It
weird.
doesn't, right?
Maybe that's not what it does. That's weird. Well, the problem is I'm having trouble finding this hole here. Hold that right about here. Let's see if I can find this hole for this bottom screw. That's the problem. Yeah, it doesn't want to. I'm not finding that screw. This is the screw. I remember physically. Yeah, we don't have much left.
How about this one?
You know what? Was I wrong? Is it this one? No, yeah, because this screw here, the shaft is bigger. I don't think that hole. Oh, you know what? That does work. No, it jams up. Let me see here. No, that works. Okay, cool. But we still need to find that hole. Let me see here. Oh, there. Hold it right there. Don't let it move.
There we go.
Does it feel like it's grabbing? Nope. Yeah, see this? Good. Push hard right about there. Okay, yeah, so we need to have some purchase. Push harder. I don't think it's grabbing the chassis or the frame rail. Okay, let go. Okay, yeah, I guess that does it. Nope. Yeah, so hold on, let me see something here. Let go. Let me move that much there. Cable management can sometimes be a bigger job than you realize. Oh, you know what? Let's try this. Does it go? No, it doesn't go this way, does it? Hold on, let me try
Oh,
some.
it does.
This. Yeah, let me get this out of the way. What did I just do with that screwdriver right here? That makes more sense. Okay, that makes more sense. Okay, good. Be gentle. Now remember, we're going to have less space underneath because of the cables. Okay, let me see something here. Wait, how can I be? No, that's weird.
So it's not this one.
It actually does fit that way. If you, well, no, because then your holes down below don't fit. That's really weird. Hold on, let me see. It's either or. You get these two to match up here. Oh, you know what? Let's try this.
Ah,
There.
okay.
Got it. Okay.
That makes sense.
It goes on the inside. Good.
Yeah, once you scroll, I'll just push all the wires inside.
Yeah, just double check your, make sure nothing overlaps. Okay, good. Now we can use the thumb screws on the top. Yeah. It's not quite intuitive because it looks like you see how looks like it's shaped to possibly go on the outside because it bends out. Yeah.
That was weird.
Yes. But those are the sorts of nuances I have to figure out every case because all these cases are a little different. Good. You can bundle one of these wires up just like this as long as they're routed and not going to conflict with a fan. Good. Okay. Good. I made it a point to plug that drive in. That would have been a problem. Good. You might want to consider replacing that SATA cable with a 90 instead of a 180. I'm sorry, a 180 instead of a 90. You see what I mean?
The driver one?
No, this the hard drive cable. It's like 90 degrees.
Yeah.
If you push this in too hard, theoretically, you could snap that connector. That's my theory. That's my worry. What does this go to? I want to make sure everything spins. Did we check to make sure everything spins?
We did.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we did.
Let's fire it up and make sure all 9 fans are up. Okay.
They are.
Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The top 3 are colored. Good. Good. So what the heck is this to? You got something in there that's not... That's what I was worried about. I just don't like empty cables. Here, tell me at least what this goes to. You see
I
any?
can't see because of the
Right.
fan.
I just...
Extra maybe?
Well, it's got to be something. Let's see, it doesn't... Obviously it's not labeled. Let's see here. Can't quite tell.
Oh, it's from.
Oh, right. Good idea. I still can't. Okay, yeah. So where's it going?
I think it's here.
Okay, so it's extra. Oh, you know what?
This one comes spinning.
Oh, yeah. I knew I was missing something. Got it. Okay, so we're missing one. That's why we triple check. Let's shut it down. Couldn't figure out. Yeah, you shouldn't have any extra of those. So we just got to figure out where to plug this in. Let it shut down, then we'll open up these thumb screws. And then we'll call it done. Okay, so now let's find if... Yeah, we can do that. Good. Okay, so now we just need to find another one of these. So let's find another place to plug in. This should do it right here. Plug in right there. You want to do that? Yeah, that's it.
There.
Good.
It's kind of loose, but
It should be good. You want to screw that bottom screw you just did? You gonna do the top one? Okay. Well, it took a little bit more labor than I expected, but hey,
oh, this is done.
yeah. You got yourself an education too.
Yep.
You'll be able to watch us on YouTube later.
You know, I went to the Geek Squad, right? In
Right.
Display.
Yeah.
Do you know how long they told me?
Told you for what? To get this done, you mean?
To install the fans?
Yeah, what'd they say?
A month.
A month? Gosh.
No,
Okay.
They told me they need a month.
Oh my goodness, that's good to know. I kind of, did they give you an estimate as what they wanted?
No.
They didn't even tell
They
you a
didn't
number.
Give me the estimate.
Wow, they just, wow.
Yeah, they just asked me to drop off the computer for
Right.
a month.
Wow, a month. And you're getting same day service here at South
I
Bay
know.
Tech Gurus. All right, there we go. I think we're good. Let's turn it on one more time. Everything is proper.
Yep.
Now everything's spinning.
Spinning.
Good. And just be very careful because this case, I would look at getting another thing that's a little bigger, just because it's only covering part of it. But yeah, something tells me that there's probably a bigger one available. So anyway, I just don't want you to drop anything in through those fans. That's all. Okay, we're good. Where's your covers?
Yeah, the covers are here. Wait, this goes to the bottom, right?
Yes. That's what I'm talking about back here.
Oh wait.
You got the
Wait.
glass cover on the front and the glass cover on that side, but then you got the solid metal one over here.
Can we zip tie this one first?
Yeah.
Before I close it?
Yeah, okay, let me go find a zip tie. Here.
How should I do this?
However you'd like. Careful, yeah. We should shut this thing off.
Yeah, we should set it first.
All right. Okay, let's shut it down so we don't chop any fingers off. And then you can zip tie those loose ones up top, or out front, I mean. Yep, hold on, it's still shutting down. Cool. Okay, now go ahead and zip tie it as you'd like.
So, I think this should be fine.
Yeah, that should fine. There we go.
Can I tie here?
Good, here's one right here.
I'll just tie this here.
Oh, we left it up there. Well, what you want to do, you ran it through. What I'd recommend is bundling it like this. Watch this. Do this. Here, I'll hold it like this. Let's see. Okay. Grab the whole thing like this.
Mhm.
Here, actually, what you could do, go ahead and put that together as we, yeah, go ahead and zip it first. Good. Pull it somewhat tight, but big enough to shove the whole bundle through. Good. Okay, just like that.
I'll
Good.
hold it
There you go. Go now. Shove these two loops through that hole. Yeah.
like this.
Yes. Exactly.
And then tie it up.
Yeah. Good. And then we just use the scissors to get rid of that extra plastic. Good. Watch your fingers.
Right.
Move your hand so I don't. Here, pull. There we go. There. Good. I think that's really it. I think that's going to be the gist of it.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, now we get to fire it up again. Let's actually put everything as it should be. Oh, so this has to be held until, yeah.
This is side.
On this side, okay. Oh, I see how that works. It literally falls into place. Okay. Now it's going to be flat, yeah. So the bottom has to go in at the same time as the top. I wouldn't have even guessed that for a few minutes. Let me try. So what you're doing is you just hung it on the, yeah, see the top and the bottom have to go in at the same time. There we go. So now do the bottom. Good. Let it
There
fall.
you go.
There we go. Good. That's scary. This front is scary because it just sits there until you. Good. Oh, that explains why you don't need the internal filter to take up all that space. Yeah. Got it. Good. Good. Good, good, good. Okay, did we have thumb screws on the back there?
Got it.
Good. Oh, you put them over there.
Oh wait.
Those thumb screws? I have extras if that's not what was back there.
I have to do the side first.
Okay.
Sure.
I'm afraid to let go of this front glass because it's not held by anything.
Yeah, I do have to do the side first.
Okay, good. There. Oh.
It's the same. I have to do the.
Oh, that hangs.
Yeah.
Got it.
Oh, there you go.
Does this hang? This glass doesn't hang at all. Yes, it does. Hold on.
It does.
Okay.
There you go.
Good. It felt like I didn't. It was just sitting there. Got it.
Yeah.
There.
The hang of this case.
It's a unique case. I've never seen this exact model in here.
So Leon Lee,
What?
the brand.
Well, that looks like the Razor logo right
Yeah,
there.
they made a Razor edition.
Oh, okay. Because they're known for their laptops.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's it.
All right. Let's fire it up again. Turn it on. Good. There's your color. Are the other 6 on? Yes.
They're all spinning.
Good.
Spinning.
Good.
Yep.
Now we can call it a complete setup. Here,
That's
do you
it.
want to put these screws in these extra little shrouds that aren't necessary?
Oh, yeah, they can keep them.
Okay, cool. All right. Oh, there we go.
Oh.
Yeah, the bottom filter, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's your dust filter. Here, I'll lean it towards me.
There we go.
Is it on?
Oh. Wait, doesn't fit.
Does it go underneath or inside? It goes, yeah, it goes like that. Yeah. All right. Now we're good. Now I can feel, so don't get frustrated if you can't feel a huge amount of air. The reason you can only feel a little bit of air is because it's slowed down by the radiator in the middle.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but I can definitely feel air coming
I feel
out.
it too.
So now this may or may not change the way it performs initially, since you originally thought that we were having issues with overheating. I don't know, do you want to spend 2 or 3 minutes playing the game?
Nah.
Okay, because I'm pretty confident it's a
Mixed
thing.
outfit.
I think we're good with the
Yeah.
setup. All right, so now we're going to shut it down. Now we get to call it a final product. Oh, you can see the little blue light on the little controller box, which is cool.
Hmm?
Right here.
Oh,
the,
yeah.
the little blue light, barely. So there we go.
That's cute.
Yes. Now we're done.
Alright.
Thanks for showing up, everyone. You just spent 2.5 hours with the South Bay Tech Guru helping our friend here install some fans into his gaming rig. If you've never been here before, that's what we do all the time. You're encouraged to give me a call at 855-434-8787. Show up in the YouTube chat, and I'll say hi if I have the time. Thanks. Alrighty.